Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to another blood-curdling episode of V Rising. Today, we're going to build our castle. So we talked about last time, we've got our planks being made in the sawmill, we've got copper in the forge here, and of course, we finally got our grinder, which we had making right here. I was making stone bricks. You can also see right now I'm having it make some bone dust for me, so we can do a little bit of upgrades. But first, I thought we'd have a little bit of fun and actually start to upgrade the castle. So what is it? Let's see. If we go to castle, and we see we got our different floors here, so we've unlocked. So we've got a diamond pattern, a square pattern, and then workshop flooring. 5-finger flooring. It's all just different types of workshop flooring. We'll go into why workshop flooring is different than castle flooring in a little while. Then obviously we've got our walls and whatnot. So why don't we go ahead and put in, we can just build right over our stuff. So we've got our entrance here. And I want to get a castle gate. Look at that. Look how good that looks. It looks so good. All right, let's build out. So I'm just going to start off here. And because you can build over things, it doesn't actually matter too much if you... I guess all my things are just a little too close. It doesn't matter if you place all your walls down, then you want to put a door in later, because you can easily do something like that. So don't worry about, you know, layouts in the early game. Like, as you can see here, mine's a little scuffed, but that's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there. And then right here is where I'd put another gate in, too. So I want to go up these stairs eventually. Oop, that's a window. That's a gate. Servant lock. Servants will not be able to open and close this door. That's actually pretty cool. I'll put that on here. All right, I'm just going to move a bunch of stuff so I can finish the castle walls so we can continue. All right, I got the walls up. Now it's time to get playing with a little bit of the flooring here. And actually, I should probably come over here and get some more... I've got my bone dust now. I want to put my stones back in here just so that can keep going. So why is flooring important in this? So everything gets a little bit of a buff based on the flooring you use. So you can see here, if it's in a confined castle room, it'll get a 25% bonus to time reduction, right? It also gets a 25% cost reduction if it has a matching floor. So here you can see in the description, it says workshop floor, which is the only one I have so far. You can see this one requires a forge floor, the grinder, a workshop floor, a blood press, a alchemy floor. Let's see, what about the working bench? Workshop floor. And the tannery stuck in the corner over here requires a tailor's floor. So, you know, all the different stuff has different types of flooring that makes it more efficient so that you can use your materials a lot more appropriately. So we need to make sure to section these off. Now, I don't know if it requires an actual room or just the floors. So let's start with the floors. So I'm going to go with the workshop floors here. And I'm going to build them just along this wall. All right. And I don't think that's going to count as floor tiles because it's slightly hanging off, right? So let's go... Oh, blocked by the coffin. And so I'm not going to know if it matches or not until we close off this entire thing. So I'm just going to play with this a little bit. Let me find a place to put this down. Out here for now. Oh, that's outside my territory. But yeah, I'm going to start placing all the wood floors and we'll see exactly what we need to call a room. So we'll play with that a bit, and so that way you guys are aware as well. All right, I placed down the floors, and as a test, I put down a couple regular castle floors over here just to see, and it is differentiating them by room. So I'm going to reorganize a little bit. I know I'm going to make this probably like an entry kind of way here, because this is going to go over here somewhere, and maybe this will become like an alchemy room eventually. So I'm going to make this area our workshop, because you can see here, I'm not getting the workshop bonus, but I am getting the confined castle bonus. And you can see it's daytime and we're not getting hit by that sun. Stone coffin unlocked, by the way. So we just need to replace these three, which I'll just do real quick for the sake of, you know, showing everybody. There we go. And now we should have the bonus. We don't have the bonus. When all the floors in this room are workshop floors. Did I miss one? Everything looks like a workshop floor to me. Check down here. Workshop flooring. Workshop floor. Let's see. Oh, double. Oh, you know what? It's the castle heart. Because it can't be on. It has to be on ground, I think. So if I move that, so I could probably just mess around with this. So that's the issue, because I remember there's no flooring under there. So if I go castle, where was it? Fundamentals, stairs. Floors, windows. How do I get these stairs to work exactly? Here we go, like exterior stairs. Maybe I need to get rid of this here. This will break our house. Now you can see I've got... There we go. I'm going to play around with this. I'm going to figure out how I can get these stairs to work in my favor here. If we even can. There we go. I got them to connect by stepping out here. It was having troubles connecting inside, so I stepped outside and it worked just fine. So now I've got the stairs going up here. Now, do these count as border tiles? If I do it, they do. So now I can place some border tiles here like so. Make sure I stay in the sun. And then if I grab my... Am I in the way? It's cramped. It's blocked by border. Oh, maybe I should just delete the borders here. I'm so used to, like, thinking in games where, like, I have to have a border down to then place anything. There we go. So now we've got that, and this is all connected. If I rebuild my door here now, castle, walls, reinforced entrance. I can even put it up here. Put the entrance down. Place that. You can see here that this is a grass tile because, like I said, you couldn't put anything underneath the castle heart. Look at those windows. Those look nice. All right, let's just plop this floor in here real quick. And now you can see we have our workshop bonus. So we have matching floors. So everything else in here, it's still going to get a bonus for confined castle. So I'm not going to worry too much about segmenting just yet until we unlock those floors, which is done in the table, which is this bad boy right here. So if I go to structures, we've got hearth panels. Oh, actually, maybe they're not from here. They must be from the blood altar. Yeah, so when we killed Grayson the armorer, he gave us access to workshop floors. So if we look through here, do I see any other floors? So this one has garden floors, so unlock the ability to build outdoor garden floors. So that's actually pretty useful. I might go kill her. Going down, that's a rug. So it looks like it might be some time before we get some of the other floor types. But I'm probably going to go get that garden because I do want to figure out where I want to build a garden. And I want to have that floor because if I can't place them after I already have the flowers down, then I have to destroy them. So that's kind of why I've been waiting. I haven't needed the flowers just yet either. Vampire Waygate, that'll be cool. These are just an alchemy table, some other things. Yep. All right, so we did good killing this one guy because it gave us the workshop floors. Now we just got to go kill a few other things. I reorganized a little bit, nothing too fantastic, just so the space was a little cleaned up and it was easier to move around. Eventually, we'll start to segment some stuff off, so I might turn this area into like a forge here. That'll be like for our forges, and this might just eventually be like, I don't know, maybe just a basic hallway. Who knows? And then we got to go out that way. But for now, this will do because we only have workshop floors and they all cost the same. So it doesn't really matter which way we go with this. So let's just get everything kind of organized up again. And let's do a little bit of upgrade so we can go out and get some killing done. So I got some grave bone dust. And we found this ember chain here. So this is 12 gear score. It's 3 better than the Gravedigger ring. And it's the same amount of grave dust. So it's pretty lucky that I found this. So let me grab a greater blood essence and 4 crude emeralds. I should have all that laying around here. Yep, right here. So grab 4 of those. And I think my blood essence is probably just in my blood press here. Yep. A greater blood essence. I'll take that. I'll even put all these away. I've got so many of these just sitting around. It's kind of silly. Thank you. Got to figure out what else we can do with those. So if I come over here now, let's build the ember chain. So that'll give us 11.5 spell power, 12 health, and 4% max movement speed, but also an extra 6 gear score. So that's going to be huge for us. Next is, we already have our merciless vest and pants that are giving us 4 gear score apiece, so that's good. So as for items in here, that's actually the only things we can make because we have the merciless copper axe and base. So that's all the upgrades I can really do in this section here. So that means we just got to go out and find some more stuff and things. So let's take a peek ski at the blood altar. Who do I want to go with? I don't really think I care about this so far. Like, I can get bones and a chance of grave dust, which is nice, but I don't know if I want to go out of my way for that. Same with the putrid rat. Turn into a rat to blend in. Flint starter would be an alchemy table. Sulfur. I learn how to use sulfur, and then I can make some bombs. Actually, let's do that. So let's go with Clive the Flint Starter. Let's track that. And then next we'll do Poloro the Fey Walker. So let me come grab my new necklace here. That's beautiful. I'll take this and break that down as well. And I'm just going to leave our iron ingots or our copper ingots in here. Beautiful. So now I'm at a 38 gear score. Let's see if that unlocked any, what else that may have unlocked for us too. So we got the smithy and a tailoring bench, and that's when we can start doing iron. So this is, so it looks like 37 is roughly the time where we're going to swap over from Farbane Woods to maybe Dunley Farmlands over here. That's probably the next area to get up to. And then Beatrice is our tailoring. And then we get human form. That's nice. We can interact with traders with that. That's pretty cool. We haven't found a trader yet, but prison cells will be pretty good. Vincent the Frostbringer at 40. Reinforced planks. We can get glass from Christina at 44. Empty glasses. Holy resistance. Blood rose potions could be very useful. The Shadow Priestess will give us a jewel crafting table, and we can learn how to get a 15 gear score necklace. And Scourge Stone and chance for Scourge Stones and Grave Dust. Okay, so we can learn how to eventually create these in our base to hunt down. Blood Hunger allows you to instantly recognize blood type and blood quality of nearby units. That's cool. And we get a new recipe for greater blood. So yeah, we've got a few new things. Nothing honestly too great, but the powers could be really useful here. So let's go track Clive the Fire Starter and see where this game brings us next. Had a little recording issue where I accidentally changed my scene, and all we saw was my stream is ending for a little while. So we're here over in the Bandit Sulfur Quarry, and I had to wait because I ended up killing Clive the Firestarter once, but now we can kill him again. He respawned. I've been waiting here to do this for everybody. So we're gonna I'm gonna show you this fight. It's a pretty good fight, honestly.
Hey, got something for you.
Use that little bomb to help me out. And so he's got little cluster bombs like this. And obviously I have to be a little careful in this fight because it's daytime, so I don't necessarily have the advantage of being able to move wherever I want. So I like this little spot here. And I'm going to be switching between like ranged and melee just so I can stay out of his bomb range. Because they will hurt if you let them hit you too much, of course. Just like pretty much everything else. But as you can see, he's a pretty easy fight. We're obviously a little higher gear score than he is. Him being 30 and us being 36 with my bow, 39 with my mace or my axes. So we're obviously a little overgeared for this, which is fine, of course. It is pretty far away from our starter home. But with how easy he is, like you can see, he has no melee attacks. All he does is throw bombs. It's obviously quite telegraphed, so it's not the hardest thing to dodge. So even if you come in with lower gear score, like even in the 20s, you might be fine. Like, all you need to do is kite them, be careful not to aggro the mobs. Honestly, the hardest part about coming here at a lower level would probably simply be that you got to kill all the mobs that are here on your way through, right? Just dodge over here, hit him with a little blood spell, and top him off. There we go. So good fight, Clive. Nice and easy. This will allow us to learn how to make sulfur. So what I want to do next is I'm going to clean out my inventory a little bit. I want to grab a bunch of sulfur while we're here in the mines. Ooh, he dropped a merciless copper mace. So I actually have one of those in my inventory. So I'll take it with me, though, because that's just free paper. So that's 10 paper if I salvage that. So I'm not too upset either way. So yeah, like I said, what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to gather a bunch of sulfur from here. And then I'm just going to head home. It's a long-ass walk, but I did find this cave passage here. Maybe it'll connect me here. If it does, that'd be great. I don't know what the caves exactly do. I just know they're like a form of fast travel. So I'll go check that out and ping you guys back in just a moment. But if you guys are loving this, make sure you do hit that like button down below. Make sure you subscribe so you can find out what happens on the next episode. As I was running around just killing trash and finding sulfur, I found another Night Stalker glove. So we are missing the gloves, which is great. You can see, look at all these books we have. We got the forge. I've got 2 maces. I've got a axe. Then we've got all these like fine paintings and other things too. So I'm getting really full here. I'm going to drop the coarse thread perhaps and grab this. So, like I said, I'm just going through. I'm just grabbing chests, finding whatever little things I can get, and grabbing sulfur because this is a sulfur mine. So, and they stack up to 500, which is pretty nice right there. So, that's handy. I actually quite enjoy that. So that'll be useful. So, like I said, I'm going to grab as much sulfur as I can without limiting too much of my inventory, and then head home and see what else we got going on next. Tag in. We found the merciless copper sword. Also found an assortment of windows. So the cave is up here, so this must be an exit because I don't have any way to travel up this path here, so I'm just going to be hoofing it home. Home sweet home. And I brought a friend. He had a 50% warrior blood, so I thought maybe I'll make another servant coffin and throw him in there. This one has still another 18 minutes to go, so he's cruising. So I think it definitely did count my offline time, which is nice. So first thing I want to do before I get ahead of myself is research everything that I have all these books for so I don't waste any. So we've got the forge flooring, which is great. Research that. So I do know the floor patterns are going to be in here for some of them at least. Some are going to be gotten from bosses like the workshop floor, and then some potentially from here. And then we've got the Night Stalker gloves. Research that. Then we get the merciless copper sword, which is awesome. We'll go try that weapon out. And that's it. So let's discover one more. We discovered Enchanted Brew. So increases spell power by 4 for 120 seconds. That's actually pretty good. Can I make that here? That's the question. No, but can I make it here? Nope. So I probably need it somewhere else. I also, the developers were kind enough to send me a key for the, what's that pack called? The Dracula Relics pack. So we've got a few things here. So currently equipped as the Maid's Cap. So I can create the Immortal King's Great Helm. We can also create the Immortal King's Drape, which is the same thing as the Traveler's Wrap. It's just reskinned. I'm assuming that's the same thing as this maiden's cap that I allegedly have equipped. Where did I get this from? What? I honestly have no idea where that came from. I must have picked that up off the ground. But that's the same thing as the maiden's cap. So they're just cool cosmetics. So, and I saw one more in here too, I think, right? Oh, that was the Immortal King's Drape. And so far, that's all I have access to. Even though it's a DLC, you still have to unlock the items in the game for the cosmetic variant of them. It doesn't give you an advantage, which is lovely. I certainly prefer styles like that when they do add them in the game, so makes it really fair, especially in a game like this where you're supposed to be big on PvP, right? All right, put a bunch of that stuff away, so I know I can't research anything more with all of these books I have, so the rest of these are trash, which means they're going to go into our lovely Devourer chest and give me some more pieces of paper. Every single one of them. And that's full. That's how many books I came back with. So that'll give it 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Damn. Well, I'll be able to research 2 more things with that. So that's awesome. And I want to find the next dude. And I'm thinking the rat. Oh, let me put my mace on so I have the strongest available. I think we're going to go find Pelora the Feywalker because I want to get our garden started. So we'll put that on track. And let me check my blood press here. Yep, that's ready. I'm going to grab that. Let me grab some planks and copper ingots because, like I said, I want to build a second servant coffin. I don't know what they're used for, but since they take time, I feel like I'll just be better off being ahead of the game, right? Also got some grave dust in there, which is great. Or is it grave? Oh, and the sulfur is cooked in here, so 20 sulfur for a dust. So I'm just going to split these up. There we go. So that can start cooking. I also have the ability to make my own whetstones, even though I've got a poop ton of them now. I've got 60 on me. We got a lot from that last boss run out there going to that sulfur mines. We killed a lot on the way, so that was fantastic. Down you go until I figure out what room I want to put you all in, and I am going to... I need a little bit of this. Thank you. So, Warrior will give me military tactics, reduce difficulty by hunting when hunting in fortified areas. He's a 50% quality, so we'll get 5 to 10% expertise. And because he's a bandit, he'll have successful hunts in the Farbane Forest. So, I believe there are, like, instances that we can set them off into to go farming for us. So, that must be what these all account for. So, that'll take an hour and a half, which is fantastic. Put all this away again. And I think that's pretty decent for the moment. I need to finish this quest up. So, and I can make, oh, we can make our gloves, right? So let's go see what we need for the gloves. Our merciless gloves. And we might as well make the copper sword as well. So let's make a copper sword. Because we're going to need that to create the merciless spear. And then I'll need 2 crude sapphires. Oh, and we unlocked the Night Stalker boots. Oh, no. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Merciless. Make that. I have everything on me. Fantastic. I really want to make this Immortal King's Drape. It probably looks really cool. What else can I do to upgrade ourselves? So if I put those on... So now I'm at 39. Obviously, I'll get 1 more point here, but that's really it. I don't have much else that I'll be able to craft after this. Unless we find some new recipes. So we're going to have to move to the next area to be finding iron to get to the next tier of stuff and things. Put all these away. Simple workbench. And merciless copper sword. I want to see what the ability is for the swords now. Put all that in here. I'll even just toss the whetstones in here for the moment. Let's see the sword. So obviously, same stats as everything else. And its ability is spin around, slicing nearby enemies, dealing 35% physical every 0.25 seconds for 1.1 second. Okay, nice little whirlwind. Good little AoE. little faster than the axes as well, so that's good. All right, let's go to the Devour. Let's grab all of this. So now I have enough to get 2 more discoveries, which is fantastic. Research desk, discover. We've got garden decor. And, ooh, the Dusk Watcher's ring. We got a new magic. So, let's see if that's better than what we have now. A greater blood essence. So it's actually the same. So this has spell power, HP, movement power, spell power, physical critical strike chance. Oh, that's better. I like that. I'm gonna have to grab. It seems like such a waste though. Maybe I'll keep the movement speed because I'm not hurting for damage just yet. And I'd rather have the 4% movement speed, at least for the temper now. But it feels like such a waste now to use this. Yeah, it's not gonna help my gear score, so I'm not gonna do it. So that's the way I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put you away. And I need to find a room for you guys. Put the flower in here. And I'll put this in here. So I've got carpet roll, I've got cloth. No, I've got plenty of cloth. Let's make this new item here. The Immortal King's Drape. Then what do I need for the helmet? Copper ingot and leather. Leather, copper ingot, crafting, Immortal King helmet. Devourer's chest. Let me just toss this in here. I don't know if it's not salvageable. I'll keep it there for the moment anyways. I want to get out of this form. There we go. So let's... Ooh. There we go. Oh, man. That looks so much nicer. Look at that. That's what the DLC... Part of the DLC gets you. There's also a lot of other items in the DLC. We just don't have them available to us just yet in-game. All right, let's go find the next boss. And here is Pelora Feywalker. It actually led us over here to these Gleaming Meadows, which looks to be a pretty useful location. So we'll definitely keep that handy for us. And let's test out the sword here. So she's 34, so nothing crazy, right?
Be gone.
Oops, so she got some fear. Oopsies.
Be gone. Spirits, hear me.
Spirits, hear me.
Be gone.
I think I like the axes just a little bit better. So I can get that attack off. Okay, you are annoying me. Ooh.
Spirits, hear me. Be gone.
Because, yeah, the damage is about the same. The speed feels about the same, too. I'll switch to the sword if I get into an instance where I need some AoE damage. But other than that, I'm kind of liking this so far. At least for what's available to us, of course.
Spirits, hear me. The other side.
Perfect.
Much closer now.
Get that suck on. Alright, so we got that. Got an Unsullied Heart, which is great. We need those. She's probably going to be like illusion. Yeah. So I've got this. Dash towards input direction. Elude nearby enemies. Your next primary attack deals bonus damage. Spawns an illusion that throws projectiles. Cast the return to start position. And spawn a new illusion. We'll try that. That seems pretty good. And then what's this? Sends out a wolf that deals 100% magic damage, inflicting a fading snare and weakens the target, reducing damage output. It bounces to a nearby enemy up to 2 hits. Actually, I kind of like that. We'll try that out for a bit. Not bad on damage either. Right. All right, that's beautiful. So we wrap that up in here. This will give us access to the, what is it, the garden tile. So now we can start our farms, and I'm going to do that next, I think, because I want to get some of those items down so we can have some access to some early game potions maybe when we get that alchemist table. So maybe that'll also be the next boss we try and fight. So if you guys do want to see that, make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell down below so you can catch the next episode. But I think we're going to wrap this one up here, brothers and sisters. So as usual, I hope the rest of your day is not too shabby.